Okay, hello, good evening, sir. Can you just tell us your name and what this seminar is about and your, I don't know, advice for the Brazilian people watching us right now?
My name is James Early. This meeting today was about being in solidarity with the protection of democracy of the Brazilian people who elected this present government led by Dilma Rousseff to carry out their views and aspirations to improve the material circumstances of their lives and to improve their relationship with people around the world. So we as citizens and as residents of the United States are exploring ways in which we can work in collaboration and solidarity with the protection of democracy that has been expressed by the citizens of Brazil, and at the same time consider what benefit it brings to us in protecting our own aspirations here in the United States, where we have a frozen system of governance that is not responding to the way that we want them to respond, given who we elected. So we're doing this out of both solidarity with Brazilian citizens and in our own interest in terms of global citizens. Brazil is very, very important in this hemisphere. It is probably the sixth largest economy in the world. It is one of the leaders in South-South relations of the BRIC countries, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. The implications for anti-racism and the participation of full citizenship on the part of Afro-descendants is critically important, as over 50% of the population of Brazil are Afro-Brazilians, and one of the largest class divides in the world is in Brazil. So it has really important democratic implications for African descendants in this hemisphere, whose index of poverty and disease and lack of education and political participation, along with indigenous people, is the highest, and therefore democratic policies must not only address those objective needs, but it must be informed by the thoughts and the aspirations and the views that these marginalized citizens want to carry out. So those are some of the things that we were exploring here today, and we urge all U.S. citizens, whether they are expat citizens from Brazil or residents from Brazil, but all U.S. citizens, to be concerned about the manipulation and the overthrow of the legitimate aspirations of the people of Brazil, which were voted in through the figure of Dilma Rousseff.
Okay, there's one more question I would like to, for example, like we Africans, we consider Lula like Nelson Mandela. Lula was in Brazil, in Nigeria, in a local called Badagry. So it's like every African people, like, they love this guy. But over in Brazil, people are complaining about Lula. So you mentioned something about Lula. I don't know, what can you say about Lula, for example?
Well, I think Lula da Silva is an important figure, not only in the American hemisphere, but he is an important figure on the global stage. We must recall that here is a man who came from abject poverty, did not learn to really read until he was 10 years of age, who worked his way up to be a representative not only of unionized working people, but of large segments of people who don't have access to work, like the majority of black citizens of Brazil. And he has been a spokesperson in collaboration with them for the advance of democracy and policies that help them to improve the material circumstances of their lives and to improve their participation in both the formulation and the implementation of governance. And therein, the attack on Lula as a potential next president of Brazil is also an attack on Lula as a global person who carries the message and the aspirations of the most impoverished people in the world, who are struggling to participate in the public space and to be a part of the formulation of governance.
Okay, thank you very much. And I have something very straight. Okay, are you going to be in the Olympics in Brazil? And what do you know about Brazil? I don't know, like the food or whatever. I'm going to be in Brazil in August and September.
I will not be at the Olympics in Brazil. I will be in Brazil in June.
Okay.
With young activists from all around the world,
okay,
who are exploring the notion of utopia.
Okay.
How to try to make the impossible possible.
Okay.
How to stretch beyond what we are told is possible to not only resist but to transform. I've been traveling to Brazil for 43 years, so I have some familiarity with Brazil. E eu falo pouco de portunhol.
Okay, I don't know, what's your favorite food in Brazil? Feijoada, churrasco?
Por seguro.
Okay.
Minha comida favorita no Brasil é feijoada.
Feijoada, okay. Okay, thank
Com
you.
cachaça.
Thank you very much. God bless you, sir.
Obrigado a você.
Yeah.